Hi children, welcome to Geography online class. Today we are going to see about maps. These are the topics we are going to cover in this chapter. Let's see one by one. Globe, map, atlas and types of maps. These are the general information about maps. Maps are different representation of Earth. One who study about maps are called cartography. The person who make the maps are called cartographers. Those cartographers only make the maps. See, here is the example of map. This is the world map. Now we are going to see about the difference between a globe and map. We all know about what is a globe and what is a map. Now we are going to see the difference. What is the difference between a globe and map? We all know the globe is the true model of the earth. So it's the replica of our earth. The globe is a three-dimensional. Globe is a three-dimensional object. Three-dimensional object that is in elliptical shape. So earth is also in elliptical shape. So the globe is the true model of the earth. Map. A map is a 2D representation of earth on a flat surface. That is, globe, I told you globe is the three-dimensional object. Now we are going to convert the three-dimensional object in a flattened surface. We are going to draw the same globe in a paper. If you draw the globe in a paper, it's in the flat position. So a map is a 2D, that of two-dimensional. Paper have two dimension only. So that is a two-dimensional representation of earth. In globe, the shapes and sizes of the continents, countries are shown exactly. We can see exact shapes and size in the globe, but we can't see the exact shapes and size because we are drawn the map in the flat surface. So the sizes and shapes may differ. It will be sure differ from the globe. Globes are large and cumbersome to carry around. What is cumbersome? Cumbersome is heavy. Globe is big, isn't it? And it's very heavy to carry. But maps are convenient to carry around. Maps are very easy to carry because it's in paper format only. So we can easily take it anywhere. And globes cannot be used to study smaller areas. In globes we can't study the smaller area, that is we can't study about the district or city level in the globe. But maps or versatile means it's a maps or long, big. We can draw in village level also. So we can see the entire world in a small form in the map. See here, this is globe and this is map. In the globe we only see the continents, isn't it? But in the map we see the continent, Asia continent. In this map I show you India. In this India map we see the states and the neighboring countries and the small cities and ocean, everything we can see in the map, but we can't see in the globe. What is map exactly? Anybody know? It's a two-dimensional representation of the earth in the flattened surface. That is a it's drawn in a paper. It's a paper format thing. Maps gives us plenty of information. We can get more information from the map regarding the location, landform and boundaries, etc. A bound book with multiple maps, there is multiple of maps bound together, is called atlas. Those atlas are in different sizes, different measurements. Each atlas is different from one. Each atlas is different in sizes, different in measurements and different in scales. So the collection of map in the form of book is called atlas. Maps broadly divided into three. They are physical map, political map and thematic map. Let's see elaborate about these maps. What is physical map? What is physical map? This physical map speaks about nature and physical features. What are the physical features? What are the nature? That is mountain, plateaus, rivers, plains, lakes, seas and ocean. These are the physical aspects. Physical aspects means that of nature. The map is about the natural features, about the nature. See where the mountain is located, where the plateau was located, from where the rivers are flowing, where the seas are scattered. Everything was shown in the physical maps. See I am showing you India physical map here. See, in this physical map there is Himalaya, Great Himalaya mountain, and see Bay of Bengal, ocean, Arabian Sea and ranges and the northern plains. Everything was shown in this map. So it speaks about the physical features. Also known as relief maps. Political map. Political map. What is a political map? Political map gives us information about the political boundaries of the earth. The earth, how the earth divided into continents, countries, states and cities. Everything was shown in this political map. The boundaries, what are the boundary? Boundary means lines. Lines divided. The line of the particular place or particular city or particular state, where the states starts and where the states end. The starting and the ending lines are called boundaries. So it speaks about the boundaries of different countries and states. See here in the Indian states, I am showing you the India states and union territory map. See here in this map, all the states are given in different colors. See, Jammu Kashmir in green and Rajasthan in yellow and Tamil Nadu in purple and Andhra Pradesh in green. See, you have seen a line for each state. There is a color. In the color you have seen the line drawn in white color. That is called boundaries. Boundaries. So in this political map you learnt about the boundaries of the states and countries. Thematic maps. Thematic map created for a specific reason. It's created for a specific reason. It's a single theme. Based on a single theme. What is meant by single theme? If you want to see about the railway network, for example, if you want to know about the railways of India, then you go and search for a railway map. In the railway map you get all the information regarding the railway networks of India, from where the train started and where it was going and where the route was going, on the states it's covered. Everything was shown in the railway map, where the train starts and where it was going, the destination, everything was shown in the railway maps. The railway route, everything you can see in the railway map. So these thematic map have specific theme. For example, I told you railway map. You have there are economic map, vegetation map, rainfall map. See, population map, industries, roadway. For a single theme there is a map. For single theme it is for specific theme, which is called thematic maps. Here I show you the natural vegetation. For purposely it is for vegetation. This map is for natural vegetation. Natural vegetation is nothing but forest areas. See here, tropical thorn vegetation, Himalayan dry temperate, subtropical coniferous. It's all vegetation means forest. So the specific map is for specific theme, that is called thematic maps. Now we are going to see about digital maps. Digital maps or electronic maps. Electronic maps. In this electronic maps, the information was collected and used to show on a map in the computer screen or smartphone screen. In this map, the information was shown in the phone or in our computer. So, see here, this is the Google map, isn't it? We have in our phone. We see in our phone, isn't it? Google Maps. These are the example of digital maps. See, these are the examples of digital maps. First one is Google Map. Google Map. It shows the location, route, everything. And how it launches from the satellite, everything was shown in the map. Advantages of digital map. What are the advantages? Advantages of digital maps. it have many advantages than our traditional maps. What is traditional map? That is our paper map. Comparing to paper map, it have more advantage. That is, it is easily access. In a single touch itself, we can access this digital maps. They are freely scalable, means we can easily zoom in and zoom out. If you want a particular location, in a single touch you can search for that location and you can get more information. It is easily, freely scalable. This digital maps can be updated easily. This is updated easily because of internet connection. Day to day, up to date, it was updated. They are also interactive and can be used to navigate through traffic. It's very easy to navigate through the traffic and it shows easily the best route to our destination. It gives us it shows many route for one destination, for single destination. For if you want to go to mall or something, from your home to that specific destination, this digital map shows various routes compared to the traditional maps or paper maps. So these are the advantages of digital maps. They are electronic maps. They are accessed in single touch. They are freely scalable, easy to zoom in and zoom out for particular place or location, and it is easily updated and also gives best route for our destination. If there is advantage, there is also disadvantages. So this is about disadvantages of digital maps. These digital maps works fully on electricity and internet. Without internet, we could not access the map. So these are the disadvantages of digital maps. They are also difficult to access in remote areas. Remote areas mean small villages or in mountain areas. It's very difficult to access because of the network issues. So now we are going to recall what we learnt in this section. What we learnt in this section, we learnt about the globe, the difference between globe and map. What is a globe? A globe is a true model of the earth, and types of maps, about physical map, political map, thematic map. Physical map speaks about the physical features of physical aspects of the mountains, rivers, oceans, etc. And political maps speak about the boundaries of the states and countries. And thematic map for specific theme. It's for a specific theme. Physical maps are also called relief maps. So we learned about maps in this session. Now you are crystal clear about map, isn't it? So you know about map, what is a map, and what is the difference between globe and map, types of maps, and what is the atlas. You know everything. You come to know everything in this session. Thank you.